Hi, everyone. My name is Jodi, and today I'm going to do a mock booking training. I just did a quote for a client with 3 different bookings or 3 different hotel choices, and I'm going to actually use that as my mock booking. So instead of having to go in and use VAX to do a mock booking, have you done a quote for somebody? All you need to do is move it over to a mock booking. So let me share my screen. Okay. So I did these 3 quotes. I did Live Aqua, I did Unico, and I did Haven. And I'm going to actually preview all of them. So Haven, I can do Junior Suite Partial Ocean View King Bed. That's a great price. This is for 4 nights. So I might actually do this hotel because I do like that it's ocean view. The other ones I did Unico. This one is just one choice of hotel and it's 4,000. I think for 4 nights, that could be a little pricey. So I'm going to hold off on that one. And then I have Live Aqua. And that one is $39.36. I'm going to go with Haven because for 4 nights, I think that's a pretty good deal. And it's also ocean view. So when I did it, I will walk you through how I got the pricing, just so you can see. So I'm going to do search. I always do FunJet, flight and hotel. I'm doing Philadelphia to Cancun, March 3rd for 4 nights, 2 adults. I include travel protection. For flight, I'm going to do American Airlines and 0 stops. And hotel, I'm going to do Haven. So I'm going to search that. So I'm only searching it so I can show you how I did it. But here's the thing, when you are working with a client, you can actually go, you've already done a quote. I've done all the work. So I'm going to choose outbound flights because I do not want basic economy. I'm not going to do the 715. I'm going to do the 825. It's the same price. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to select that. And okay, so it got rid of the basic economy for both. So it's Junior Suite Partial Ocean View. I'm going to select this. Okay, you have to go back to do this. There's only 2 seats available and that price point. Okay. And I don't use shared transportation ever. So I'm going to edit that, or as long as there's a reasonable private. Yeah, I'm going to do private transfers. Sometimes on mock bookings, I will do shared, but I'll do private. It's not much more money. And then I'm going to go and remove the shared transfer. So it's 3567.38. Is that what I just quoted? Hopefully. Oh, not that one. 3567.38. Okay. So how I do a mock booking, I pretty much do it always the same way. Give me a second to move over. I always say feel free to follow my page, but please don't share my mock booking. It helps me. It doesn't help you. So I know I just did one. Okay, not that one. All right, this is one I just did. This is the way I always like to do mine. So I'm going to copy and paste, and I will change a lot of things around. Okay. One thing I want to show you that I do, I don't know why I just did that. I want to actually show you something that I will do. I will go to Expedia.com. I want to make sure that I'm around the same price for these people. So let's do package. leaving from PHL. You got to look apples to apples. The other thing you always want to do is you want to look at TripAdvisor. So for TripAdvisor, you want to read the reviews. I will not book usually unless it's a 4.5 or higher. And I sort of just look at the last reviews. Okay, so that's saying about Serenity Club. But for the most part, they're really good reviews. So let's go back into Expedia. Okay. Okay, so junior suite, 1 king bed, partial ocean view. This is partial ocean view, but I think it's ocean view. All right, so we want to look at this. That could be an issue. Say 1409, but let's see what it says when I pull it up and change the flights. And remember, it's not going to include insurance and it's not going to include well, I might be able to do transfers. So the main thing is checking the flights. So I'm thinking. Did it? It's not choosing the flights. Let's try this again. Okay, here are the flights. Okay, so Spirit Airlines is where it's showing for that price. Let's go into American Airlines. And let's do nonstop. American Airlines, $825, so plus $92 for basic economy, but we're doing main cabin. We're going to select main cabin. Okay, so now it's also showing Frontier again. So let's do nonstop. Let's do American. So that price of like 1,100 per person is inching up. So we'll do main cabin here. Okay, so it's 2781. Let's do a private package of a shuttle. We'll add that to the package. So Expedia might be a little cheaper. Okay, it's $28.99. I've got 35. I do have travel protection of $219. I'm not going to worry about it that this is $28.99 plus if I had 200 something, I'm still going to go and post this. But yeah, it is a little cheaper with Expedia for this one. If you have a client who says to you, I found it cheaper on Expedia, you can always do a price match. You won't get as much in commissions with the price match. You will get, I think 10%, up to 10% or something. But when you do the price match, you have to make sure you go to final details and that you open up the flight to make sure that you are in the same like economy coach queue. You have to make sure that this is, I think you can see it when you do this. Economy coach queue. So let's see. Yep, you have to make sure it's the same. So you have to show all of that and you're comparing apples to apples. When you are doing also a price match, you have to do it on your computer because they need to see the bottom right, the time and the date stamp. Okay, so 35, 67, 38. You can either do it per person or you can do total. So I'm just going to do total. So I copied and pasted how I like to do it. I'm going to go to Meta Business Suite. My Instagram is set up with this. I'm going to do a post, national chocolate covered anything. Yes, please. Okay, first I'm going to put this in here. Okay, I'll go back and fix that. So now I'm going to go into, I want to close these. Okay, I'm going to go into, you can go into either Haven and see their gallery, but I'm going to actually go into, I like using TripAdvisor. And I like to go to gallery. I only do photos for management. I think I definitely like this photo. I'm going to save that. I usually try and do 4 photos, 4 to 5, but lately it's been 4. It is a Junior Suite Ocean View. I like to try and do one. Let's go to one of the beach though. Let's do the beach. I like to do sometimes a restaurant and sometimes a room. But I think, oh man, how pretty is that? But it's overlooking the other side. So I'm very picky on my photos. That one I will have to say. Let's do. Okay, so what I'll do is I will go into Haven and I will look at the Junior Suite. I guess it's partial ocean view. Okay. Okay, sort of like that one. Do they have that on TripAdvisor? If not, yep, there we go. Always make sure that you are doing the exact photo for the room because of what's shown. Okay. So I'm going to go back into Meta Business Suite. I'm going to add my photos. When you add them, you want to make sure that you like I'm not going to put the bed at the top. So I'm going to put probably this at the top. Put the bed in the middle. I think I'm going to do it that way, but I like this one. I like how that's turning in, that's turning in. That's how I'm going to do it. And then since it's on Instagram, it can automatically cropped. I don't like the square. I like the horizontal. So I like to do it myself. So I'm just doing edit photo, horizontal, and apply. Edit photo, horizontal, apply. And last one, edit photo, horizontal, apply. Okay, now I'm going to go and change this. So this is going to say 4 nights in Mexico. And it is 35.67. So I'm going to put 35.70 for 2 adults. Sometimes I price it even higher to give me a little leeway. And it's 3.3 to 3.8. A 3.725. 3.3 to 3.7. Okay. Includes a Junior Suite partial issue view. Okay, Junior Suite partial. Partial ocean view king room. and a 5-star adults only. How do I know it's 5-star? So this is what I do. I look here, when I look at Google, it says 5-star hotel. Good enough for me. So that's how I use that. I'm going to get rid of this so you don't have these amenities. Nonstop flights from Philadelphia, I'm going to put in private hotel transfers and cancel for any reason travel insurance. This, you can hold the booking for, so you go to email print itinerary to see how long you can hold a booking for. So you can hold it for 3 days. It says deposit due on December 19th for $719.98. So I'm going to say $360 per person. Okay, can hold the booking for 3 days. Then you need a call to action. So I just did March in Punta Cana. I can do March in Mexico. But you have to make sure if I do another one this month, I don't do another March in Mexico. I make sure what I do. So can price different departure airports. I'm going to do Mexico. I'm going to do Riviera Maya. Beach, couples, friends, getaway, book now, travel later. Honeymoon, anniversary trip. I sometimes used to like friends trip, but it looks like friend strip. Travel agent, JCW travel. You could also do give the gift of travel this holiday season. Okay, so give the gift of travel this holiday season. I'm going to change that. I'm going to put wait a second. Okay, this is Christmas tree, right? Okay, Christmas tree. And menorah. So I've got Christmas tree and menorah, 4 nights in Mexico. Okay, color text. So I can change it to March in Mexico to holiday, Mexico holiday. I'll just keep March in Mexico. Okay, so there's that information, what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy this. Lets me copy all of it. Okay. So I always put, can price different departure airports, number of travelers, hotel room and dates. Always put price subject to change and availability. Okay, so first I'm going to go and publish this. And while that's being published, I'm going to go into my LinkedIn and my business page. And I'm going to create. I'm going to use those photos. Oops. And remember, guys, I just did this quote for a client, so I really did not have to do much work on this. Okay, so I'm going to make this the first. And I'm going to make this second. I love it. LinkedIn, you used to not be able to do a position, and now you can change the positions. So it's going to look like that. And there you go. Okay, so I'm going to post that. All right, before I go on to the next step about groups and everything, does anyone have any questions on what I just did?
Yes, yeah, I do.
Okay.
I noticed you chose on your nonstop, you chose a bulk fare as opposed to a published fare.
I did the cheaper one. So bulk, a lot of times it's cheaper.
Is what are are there more restrictions on a bulk fare as opposed to a published?
No, so bulk
Okay.
is what we can get. The public cannot get a bulk fare.
Okay, all right, thank you. I needed to
Sure.
know the difference between the two because I've looked at this stuff before and I thought I don't. So I always pick the published, but
I picked the
you,
cheapest unless it's NDC. Then you have to decide what you're going to do with an NDC fare.
Okay, it's NDC. All right, thank you so much.
Sure. All right, so I just posted this. So how you can, first of all, to join Facebook groups, I hear a lot of people say, I can't get into the groups. Keep joining. I wouldn't be able to be in this many groups. So definitely keep joining. I like to have a list of all my groups. So I have a groups for my jobs, and then I also have for travel booking. And so I like to go in order, and I sort of say if there are any rules about it. So I'm going to, the other thing I do actually before I do that is I will go on my calendar. I have certain ones that I can post on certain days. So I have it on my calendar. I can do Boyertown yard sale, business post. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to look at my page as myself. Most of the Facebook groups that I join are as myself because a lot of Facebook groups don't let you join as a business, but it's also twofold. If they go and they look at my page, they will see a picture of my family. They will see a lot of my stuff is public. So they'll get to see me as a person, not just as a business. So join yard sale groups, no rules groups, Craig's, not Craigslist, community groups, bulletin boards, things of that nature. So there's always ones that you can join. So I copied and pasted this already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share. I'm going to go to group. I'm going to show you how quick this takes. Okay. Now you could just write something little. I like to a lot of times just use the whole thing. And the reason I do is because a lot of times it's down here, the information, and people don't read. So I just put it up here. I'm going to post that. I'm going to do 5, and then I'll show you what I did. So I'm going to do Boyertown. I think I just did the wrong Boyertown. Let's see who I shared to, which is fine. I forgot there, I have 2. Let's see, who did I share to? Boyertown area yard sale. Oops. It's just, it's here somewhere. Okay, that's fine. So I put the date. I put like afternoon 1. I put Mexico, March in Mexico. Is that what I called it? And it's important, March in Mexico. The reason why that's important, if somebody contacts you, you want to know, number 1, what it was. If they say March in Mexico, I want to know what it is. And then I'm also going to put the resort so I remember what it is. Now I'm going to go back down to Boyertown yard sale and do them. Share group. Used to be able to pick 5 at a time. I missed that. Okay. Do. Okay. Then I think I can do, there's one other place I can do. I can do Downingtown area online yard sale. I'll look at the question in a second. Downingtown area yard sale. Actually, I didn't do paste as plain text, so I have to make it look a little better. Okay, post. Let me do 2 more real quick. And then I'll look down here. So Doylestown, PA. Okay. I like how it comes out that better than paste as plain text. And then Newcastle County. When you're first starting out, you should definitely be joining 5 to 7 Facebook groups a day. If you are also a team builder, sort of break that up between team building and booking. So maybe do, 3 of each, join a day. Okay, let me see what questions I have. Oh, you can, if you do it on your phone. So okay, that's good to know. Where can I select several groups? I can't select several groups at a time on the computer winner.
Hey Jody, yes you can. The only
Oh.
difference is you won't be able to share like how you do from your business page, so you don't see the analytics of it. You would have to like go to a yard sale and sell it.
Oh,
And
okay,
then put the pictures and the description and everything there, and then you could select multiple
gotcha. But I
things.
don't
It
like
wouldn't
doing it
be a
that way.
share.
I like
Right, right.
sharing. Gotcha. Okay. All right, cool.
But on your phone though, you can select up to 9 and it tells you in your notifications if it gets posted.
Okay,
So that's how you can
don't like
keep
doing
track
from
of
my
where it's
phone.
posted.
I'm definitely more a computer girl. I like having my website. So I can see this is grayed out. They didn't post it. So I'm going to open every single link. Boyertown yard sale was grayed out. Okay. And then what I do is I will go in and I will see first, it's 437 members. So I'm going to go in here. So I'm going to put 440. I just round up. But what I want to check is, have they ever posted anything of mine? So I'm going to do manage post. And yes, they have published. Last one though was June 14th. So they haven't published my last 2, but I know my last, around the time I posted last time, I was having some Facebook issues. So what I do is I put an X if they posted it, and I don't put an X if they don't. So now let me look at the other ones. So Doylestown. So they just posted this one. One was pending. Again, I had issues with Facebook at the time. So 36.4 members. All right. So all right, this is 15,000 members. Let's see if they posted mine. Yeah. So 15,000. This is just great free marketing. Boyertown yard sale never posts mine right away. They usually have to approve it. But if I go into manage posts, I can see that they have posted everything else that I've done. I just can't do job ads on there, I know. So this one is 16,800, but they haven't posted it yet. Actually, they did post this. And then I think they did post that one, Downingtown area. And then the last one is this one, Boyertown area yard sale, 42.2. And they posted mine. So that's a lot of free marketing. So I don't understand why people don't do mock bookings. Or if you don't want to do a mock booking, go in and introduce yourself in the page, in the group. But honestly, you can get so much done by getting your name out there. So last week alone, I had 4 new clients pay my fee. They all found me in one of the community groups. So you have to be consistent with it. I might not, like I said, post mock bookings all the time now, but I still will go in and introduce myself. First thing I do every day is I post in 5 groups for travel and 5 groups for team building. And that is how people have found me. Any questions before I stop the recording, guys? Any questions? I'm going to stop the recording. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I hope this helped. The point is, though, that you don't just post that 5 times now, that you pull it up in VAX again. And what I didn't show in VAX is you can actually go, let me actually go to VAX real quick. You can go to VAX and you can save the itinerary if you want to save it right here, and you can say the mock booking. And then next time you go, you'll pull it up and you'll see if it's the same price. And how you pull it up is you go up here to, sorry, this is in the way, existing reservations. No, sorry, ignore that. Retrieve saved itinerary. You go to retrieve saved itinerary. So here, like I did a secrets mock booking, secrets tides, you would hit go. I hate how VAX takes so long. And if there's a difference in price, it will come up in red. I'm expecting this to have a difference in price because I did this mock is not available. So you have to do a different room because I did this a week ago. But you'll see if the pricing goes up or not. So if I see that the pricing goes up, I will post a new mock booking. If I see it hasn't gone up, I will share it in 5 more groups. If I see that it went down a little bit, I'll just still share it in 5 groups as the same price it is. But yeah, you always want to pull it up to make sure before you post again. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me, and I hope you learned something. Have a great day. Bye.